Hello, everyone. Welcome to Court with Krissy. Before this prelim kicks off, I'm sure someone's going to ask about the mask. So here's your answer. It's not because of COVID. It's because of Canada. It was burning down. Detroit was winning on this day. Worst air quality in the world. Anywho, I hope you like it. Court with Krissy is now in session.
Back on the record in 260584FY, People's State of Michigan versus Sammy and Mara Rails back. Appearance of the record.
Good morning again, Your Honor. Lord Koch will be up to people. Good morning, Your Honor. Deja on behalf of Ms. Railsback, who was seated to my right.
Railsback, please rise. State your name for the record.
Stand by my eyes.
We're here for an exam. We'll proceed. There's a mutual order to seek registration. You may be seated, Ms. Railsback, without any other preliminary matters before we proceed with testimony.
There, Your Honor. There, Your Honor.
You may call your first witness.
Thank you. This time, people call Tyler Brothers of the stand.
Before you be seated, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm subject to the pains of affirmative testimony given this court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but truth?
Yep.
You may be seated. Speak aloud.
Good morning. Can you please state your full name and spell it for the record?
Tyler Glenn Barber, TYLERBARBER.
And Mr. Barber, I'd like to direct your attention to May 17, 2026. On that day, were you at a Sheila's Bakery in Pontiac?
Yes, ma'am.
And who are you there with?
My friend David.
Is that David Tyler?
Yep.
Yes?
Yep.
Please say yes or no.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, of course, you have to say yes or no.
And did you meet anyone there while you and Mr. Tyler were at the bakery?
Leaving the bakery, yes. We ran into her.
Into who?
Ran into what she said her name is Maya.
So your point, for the record, the witness is pointing at the defendant. That is the individual you met at the bakery.
Yes.
Let the record reflect this witness has positively identified the defendant in this case. And the two of you spoke outside the bakery, is that correct?
Not me. My friend David and her spoke.
And at some point, what did the three of you do, if anything?
We just came into an agreement to let her hang out at our friend Travis's house at a barbecue to wait for her ride.
So she indicated she was waiting on a ride?
Yep.
Yes?
Yep. Yes.
And when you say Travis, is that Travis Burkett?
Yes.
For the record, that's Burket. And so the three of you proceeded to Mr. Burkett's house, you said?
Yes.
Is that
Yes.
in the city of Pontiac, County of Oakland?
Yes.
Who was driving?
I was.
What kind of car were you driving?
Honda Civic 2020,
And that car belongs just to you?
just to me.
At some point, you arrived at Mr. Burkett's home, is that correct?
Yes.
When you got to the home, who else was present at the home?
Just Travis, me, David, and his little girl.
His daughter?
His daughter.
How old is the daughter?
3, maybe.
So it was, just for the record to be clear, it was you present, Mr. Burkett, Mr. Tyler, as well as the defendant, correct?
Yes.
What were the four of you doing at the home?
Just waiting for food. We were at a family barbecue.
Where part of the home were you at?
The backyard.
And what about the defendant?
Backyard as well.
When you arrived to Mr. Burkett's home, what did you do with your car keys?
I had them on me the whole time until I went to the bathroom, and then I left them on a glass table
A glass table inside or outside the home?
outside the backyard where I was sitting.
Was that where everyone else was at as well?
Yes, ma'am.
Including the defendant?
Yes, ma'am.
You said a glass table, is this like an outdoor
Like
patio?
an outdoor patio table.
And you said you went to the bathroom?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
How long were you in the bathroom for?
45 seconds, maybe a minute,
And when you came out of the bathroom, where did you go next?
to the glass table.
And what, if anything, did you notice?
My wallet and phone were there, but no keys.
And who was in the backyard at that point?
Travis, David, and Travis's daughter.
And the defendant was no longer there?
No longer there.
At some point, when you noticed your keys were gone, what, if anything, you do?
I started walking towards the gate to the driveway.
Why did you do that?
To go see where my car was.
And did you see your car?
No,
Did you see the defendant at all?
no,
Did you give the defendant permission to take your car?
no.
Now, when you noticed, so only about a minute had gone, 45 seconds had gone before your keys were there
Yep,
and then they were gone,
Yep.
as well as the defendant.
yep.
At some point, did you call the police?
As soon as I got to the driveway,
Do you call right away?
right away.
Did police come on scene?
Yep,
You got, yes?
yes,
And you filed a police report?
yes.
Now, directing your attention to the following day, did you receive any phone calls on that day regarding your vehicle?
Yeah, from 2 Detroit detectives.
What, if anything, did they advise you as it relates to the car?
They said they got a ping in Dearborn, and then they would let me know what to happen next.
And were you able to get any additional information on that day as to the whereabouts of your vehicle?
No.
How about any time after that day?
I think it was 2 days after, maybe a day later, that Ohio had called me and said that they found my car.
The state of Ohio?
Hamilton, the city of Hamilton.
The city, a police officer from Hamilton called you?
Yes.
And what, if anything, did that officer advise you?
She just said that we got your car and we're towing it to this tow truck company, and then she just gave me the information to come pick it up.
Was that a tow company in Ohio?
Hamilton, Ohio.
Were you able to go to Hamilton, Ohio and retrieve your car?
5 days later.
Did you have to pay any money to retrieve your car back?
Yes, I think it was like $60 a day or 80 a day.
And it had been there for approximately 5 days?
Yes, ma'am.
And you were able to retrieve your car?
Yes, ma'am.
Was anything in the car damaged?
No, ma'am.
Anything missing from your vehicle?
No, ma'am.
Now, while you were in the backyard with your friends as well as the defendant, had anyone else been in that backyard while the four of you were there?
No.
Just the four of you and the 3-year-old child?
Yes. Maybe his grandparent, his wife's dad maybe came outside, but he was inside most of the time.
So there was somebody else there as well?
In the house.
In the house?
Yeah.
Okay, and that person was still there when your car was gone?
Yes.
I don't believe I have any further questions. Thank you.
You cross.
Do you know how many people were inside of the home?
No. 2, I would assume. Two elderly people.
How long did it take you to get from the bay coming to Travis's house?
8 minutes, maybe.
And you arrived, and the three of you go inside or straight to the backyard?
Straight to the backyard.
And your testimony, said that maybe his wife was there. Whose wife?
No, I said his wife's dad.
Whose wife?
Travis's wife's. It's Travis's house.
And your testimony was that it was for a barbecue, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
He indicated that you were waiting for food. Is that accurate?
Yes, ma'am.
There's not any intoxicants such as alcohol
Yes.
or appearance. It goes potentially to credibility, your honor, question as it relates to permission, and it will go to the state of mind at this time.
Objection overruled.
I had a beer.
How many?
1.
And when you drove to the car, where was Maya seated?
Backseat.
Was she sitting behind you or behind the passenger?
I have no idea.
Did you have any conversations while in the car?
Not me personally. My friend David did. He was asking me questions.
You didn't participate in the conversation?
No, I was just trying to get food.
You think that you called the police right away when you went to the driveway, is that accurate?
Yes, ma'am.
How long did it take for them to arrive?
Like 45 minutes.
And when they arrived, did they take a statement from you?
Yeah,
Did you make any written statement?
I believe so. Yes, I did.
Did you have any conversations with Maya regarding providing permission to use her car?
No.
Discussions about potentially going to another location.
No.
And so your testimony that Melania taken to take for the practice also nowhere else.
Yes, the whole conversation was she needed a ride at 11, She asked if she could hang out, so she came with us to the barbecue.
Were there any discussions about her having the ability to invite anyone else there?
No,
Did any other person enter the backyard while you were there?
no,
Are you aware if anyone entered while you went to the bathroom?
no.
You're not aware, no.
I'm not aware. I was in the bathroom.
Did you ask either of your friends about it?
Yes,
And where was the glass table located?
it's right outside the back door of the house. A camera bag.
Did it belong to you?
Yes,
So, something that I don't know, just basically, your keys.
yes, ma'am.
If you had some items on the table,
Think my friend David had his backpack underneath the table.
or did you have them here before or after you went to the bathroom?
After.
No further questions, Your Honor.
You redo it?
Okay. Mr. Barber, you indicated that there was two elderly people in the home, including, which included Mr. Burkett's wife's dad.
I'm assuming yes, because he doesn't live alone, so they live in the house as well.
You said they're elderly,
Yeah, they're in their 60s for sure.
and, they were still there once you noticed your car was gone, correct?
Yes, yes.
You also indicated, that you, during cross-examination, it was asked of you whether you inquired your friends about whether, there were additional people outside.
Yeah, I had walked outside, asked where she was, and everybody just looked as confused as I was. And that's when we had realized that she was gone. So there was definitely a conversation.
Did any of your friends, see anything?
Not that I'm aware of.
No further questions, thank you.
You may step down. Any other witnesses on behalf of the prosecution?
No, Your Honor, for us.
Any witnesses on behalf of the defense?
No, Your Honor.
So you're free to inquire. Motion to bind over.
Judge, I would just argue that's a question of fact and ask you right over the defendant as charged with count one, unlawful driving away from motor vehicle.
Defense,
Judge, I would ask for a dismissal. I don't believe the testimony established that Ms. Grosbeck was the individual that drove, or took possession of the vehicle. So we would ask for a dismissal of all charges.
We haven't drive.
hold on, Mr. Step out in the hallway. Step out in the hallway. Sir. This is not a game. Step out in the hallway. You can step downstairs to jail. Response?
Judge,
Hold on, me, sir.
yes, Your Honor, based upon the testimony that was provided today, there was 4 adults, in the backyard, and 2 elderly people in the, home. The witness testified that he was in the bathroom for less than a minute and 45 seconds long. By the time he came out, the defendant was gone, his keys were gone, and the car was gone. And just, more than enough circumstantial evidence for a probable cause, hearing judge that the defendant was the one that took the car.
All right. Now, I believe it's a question of fact. Everybody was there. He went to the bathroom. Everybody came back except Miss Railsback, and the car was gone too. It was found in Ohio. It was not like Miss Railsback came back to the house and was like, "Here I am." You know, she was gone with the wind, just like the car. Circumstantial evidence. I forgot to ask it, or I don't think it was asked if the house had Ring camera surveillance. I was signing like 7 different things and trying to listen. I don't think that question was asked, but it's a question of fact for the trier of fact. She found over 6 circuit court as charged. Her bond continues.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All set. Thank you.